situation.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for waking up with us. It's a bright and shiny Thursday morning, or at least it will be after this cloud coverage starts to clear back out. We do have clear skies being reported in Coshocton right now, so you can see how that warm, moist air is kind of leaving us finally. And it was pretty humid out there. I mean, at least yesterday morning. Today we step out there, it feels nice, cool, refreshed. We feel that Canadian air. It's a great chance to get out there and go for a walk or a run this morning. That's exactly what I would be doing if I had the day off. But here's a look at our stationary boundary now. So we have that cold air that pushed down. That's where our cold front is, right over Elkins right now. But what happens is the cold air, we don't have a whole lot more to tap into. So the warm air is kind of just sitting down to the south, and then we see some cold air here at the surface. So the warm air is riding up over top of that cold air and providing some rainfall, and we're not really going to see a whole lot of that moving forward. Maybe a light sprinkle if you're south of I-70, but our atmosphere is basically tapped out. Now, here's what's going to happen moving forward. We see this warm air kind of moving up here closer to Omaha. That's what we're going to see bring the potential for some fog tomorrow morning, also the cloud coverage back across our board. But for much of the day, we're going to see this air just pulling down some northerly wind, keeping things cool and refreshing, clearing out our cloud coverage. This cutoff low, don't worry about it. This is cold air. It pushed down, decided not to travel this long journey through Billings, Montana, around Albuquerque. Now it's just going to go across the northern portion of the United States. So that means we're going to stay warm. We're going to stay in the 50s and 60s and feel a little bit stagnant here at the surface, which leads me to my next point. We'll clear out throughout the rest of our Thursday, and then we see the warm air kind of migrating up because we're so stagnant that moisture kind of parks itself in place and allows for a little bit of fog that wraps up very briefly. And then after it wraps up, we'll have what's called an inversion. Think of it as a big bubble, and when it breaks, we pop that bubble, all that air starts to mix back up, and that's why we're seeing breezy conditions for our Friday night. Now let's talk about it. Hurricane Rafael all the way down to the south. We have good news stepping into today. Now it's category 2, borderline 3. It's not moving anywhere near Texas now. It's going to move down to the south now. It is rather close to Florida for the current time being. They're seeing a little bit of a storm surge, but it's not necessarily that bad. It's going to seek that warmer water, and it's going to surge all the way down there closer to Mexico. Here's a look at your morning walk. It looks fabulous. Partly cloudy skies. We have a little bit of cloud coverage, nice northerly breeze, though. That's the main takeaway. And those temperatures, can you complain? It's almost too perfect. You don't even need a thick sweatshirt. It's just shorts, a long sleeve t-shirt, go out there and you're not even sweating that bad. Sunday into Monday, that's our next chance for some rainfall. We'll clear out throughout the day on Monday and then head into Wednesday, noticing a little bit of rainfall, but doesn't look that bad. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Hope you guys have a great rest of your work week. We're stepping into a fabulous weekend. We're closing out the weekend with a little bit of rainfall, so if you want to save those, I don't know, the laundry, putting up the decorations, or at least even getting them out of the closet, I would do that on Sunday. Veterans Day is on Monday. Hopefully some of you have off. Salute to all the veterans out there, and hurrah to all my devil dogs. Tuesday into Wednesday, we're hanging out in the 70s. Temperature still holding strong in the 60s and 50s as we head towards the middle of November. We'll have all the things you need to know before you go. Stick around.